Welcome to the Thisters podcast. My name is Linda, and this is my sister, Melissa.
Hello.
Today's podcast is going to be our second installment of Love Letters. If you missed our first one, it's a little ripoff of a show we used to like to listen to on the radio, the Kid Craddock show. It's still on. They still do
Shout out
it.
to Craddock. Love
They
the
used
show.
to do love letters to Kelly where callers would like ask for love advice or tell their stories and she would like give her 2 cents. So that's our little version of that. And
I
I
want to
still
meet
listen
her.
to
I want to meet Kelly Raspberry.
I know I did. You know what? I'll admit it. Kelly Raspberry, when I first started listening to, she wasn't my favorite but she grew on me. I think it was her accent, and she was just like coming on too strong. But after I listened to it for a while, I really started to like her.
Mm-hmm. I love the
Um,
whole cast. I love the whole. I don't. It's not a cast. What are they
Yeah,
called?
the crew. They have good chemistry. It's funny because Papi likes to listen to it. He likes the one where they call in and they're like guessing and like they win prizes. Elle hates it, but Papi likes it in the morning.
I love it.
And
Anyhow,
we start every podcast with a little life update. I'll let my sister go first.
and life update. What's going on? I went to Fry's. I saw our Realsy display.
Oh,
My sister
shout
showed me
out! You
Realsy.
like my hat?
I love your hat, and it felt good. It felt good to see it physically in person. I was like, "We made it, Mom."
Okay, if you guys don't know, Realsy is a product that my parents, Melissa and my siblings they own a date company. They farm Medjool dates in Mexico for exportation, and Realsy is a product that's like a nut butter stuffed date, and they make it for them. Well, obviously they harvest the date and they make the packaging and everything for them. So now they're in retailers close to us, which is exciting. They're already like in high end, like healthy supermarkets, but
But not in our region.
now they're getting into like mass market
Nationwide. Yeah, so
nationwide.
it's awesome. It's awesome to see the growth and then growing with them for sure. So I got to do that. I had a very chill weekend. Didn't do much for the 4th.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to an axe throwing place, but the axe part was completely booked. So we did like a dart, but it was like como se dice, like a stimulator dart game. Really fun.
Simulator.
Simulators.
Not stimulator.
Um,
My sister is infamous for butchering every saying,
I would
every
say
word.
I'm semi dyslexic.
A soft dyslexic.
Soft dyslexic.
No, but I
That's
think
cute.
you just honestly, I think some shit you do on purpose. Like instead of saying overstimulated, she
Over
always says
inseminated.
over inseminated everywhere in public and whatever. It's always over inseminated. And I'm like, you know what that means, right? And she's like, I don't. But this was years ago when she started saying it. And then I explained it to her. But I feel like deep down inside her essence knows.
I recently learned how to, like, not that long ago, I learned how to say rotisserie. I used to say rotisserie for a long time. Just little things like that.
She
But
gets that from my mom. My mom also says things wrong and she'll say them forever. It doesn't matter if you correct her. Like, it is what it is. Like,
my favorite, though, is that when she calls gender neutral clothes bisexual.
oh, yeah. If anything that's gender neutral, like if it's kids' clothing, whatever it is, it's bisexual. And I'm like, Mom, that's not the same thing. Like,
Appropriate.
that's completely different. Bisexual and gender. But yeah, she says it openly. But she really says it because she thinks that's like what it is.
Yeah. ¿Y qué más? Pues me voy a ir para. I'm going to be going to my hometown for a couple days. So that'll be nice to see family and friends. Although my family's
No,
like
you're not
completely,
seeing
that's
any
what I say,
friends.
they're taking over my
You're not seeing any friends.
my
It's
time.
been a long time since she came and she's like, oh, I'm going to see so. I was like, no, you're not. You're going to spend time with us and that's it. No friends. No friends.
What's up with you?
So what do we do this weekend? We didn't celebrate the 4th of July. We're never, honestly, even before all this, we've never been like big 4th of July because where we live, it's really hot. It's really freaking hot to be outside watching fireworks. And obviously this year, it just hits completely different. If you follow me, I'm sure you know exactly how I feel and I'll just leave it there. But by no means.
How sad the como se dice, the catastrophic event that happened on 4th of July in Texas.
Oh yeah, it's still happening. I mean, they're still trying to save people. It's really, really sad. Um, but yeah, I don't know how far I want to get into that, but I don't hate the United States by any means. I'm just disappointed, and I just hate the where it's at, and I know what its potential is as a country. So it's just sad. But speaking of the flood thing, like Mexican first
Fireman.
responders, because they have so much experience with like the Rio Grande and all that kind of flooding and stuff. They've made it. The president of Mexico sent them over, and it just speaks volumes because like they shit on us, they treat us like animals, like
And
we're
here we
not
are.
worthy. Y ahí vamos. También when it was the LA fires, like ahí vamos, because I feel like Mexicans are just that kind of people. Like I think we're
They put the ego
centrally just
aside.
good, yeah, good, hardworking people when we need stuff. Like we all rally together, and I don't know. It speaks volumes of our culture. And I hope people are watching and taking note, even though I don't think so. And it's not good, doesn't get the same coverage. But yeah, let's not, I won't get more political on that. Okay, what else did we do? Saturday. What did we do Saturday? Oh, we went and shot a little bit of content. We did some we updated some family photos because I don't think we've done those in forever. I don't think they've ever very well because nobody was in. If you have a family and you've done family photos, you know it's like hit or miss. And I think this was a
No
miss.
one was
Like,
cooperating.
and why everybody is cooperating. Elle hated that. So it started out because Keeks is doing her little mini session was which is confidently, which is like coming simple makeup, jeans, t-shirt. So I was like, okay, well, since we'll all be in jeans and t-shirt, let's just take the boys and like get a quick family update picture. Elle didn't want the boys to go because that wasn't the vibe, and then she didn't like that we were all in jeans, and I don't know. It just I'm curious to see what they look like because I don't think the vibe was right.
I
And
can't
then
wait to see them. I'm gonna zoom in
we
Elle's face.
we just went and had sushi and drinks, and that's it. And then Sunday, the boys went to the Senator's Wash, and then we went to watch the Mexico U.S. soccer game, which Mexico won, which I think was
That also
great
speaks
because
volumes.
I feel like we needed a win. We needed a win, and it was a beautiful win. It was a beautiful moment, and
I
it felt
cannot
good.
believe there's a 16-year-old boy on the
He's the
team.
youngest. Is it Tijuana? Is
That's
it Tijuana?
insane.
Yeah, and
Qué
he's
chingón.
doing and he's killing it. He's killing it.
Hey, whatever
Um,
happened to Chicharito and them?
well, they're old now, Melissa.
¿Sí? ¿Ya se
Well,
jubilaron?
no, I think they play like in teams in Europe and stuff, but I mean, they're definitely older. I
But
honestly
anyhow,
don't follow
badass.
soccer. People think I'm the biggest soccer fan because I do love Mexico games just because the
Oh
energy
my
is
God, they're
good
so much
and
fun.
they're fun. I love Messi just because I think he's just like an awesome, obviously the goat, but he's also like a really good family man, human being. I just like him.
Sorry.
Bless
Sorry.
you,
Thank you.
bless you. And then that's
Edit
it.
that.
Yeah, I'm not editing your sneeze. Just try not to do it again, please.
Mhm.
Also another update on the podcast. If you listen to it or watch it on Spotify, it's going to be only audio now because of ad reasons. But if you want to see
Sorry,
the
can't see
actual,
this beautiful
you
face
want to see
anymore.
this beautiful no makeup, always in gym clothes when we record face, you can watch it on YouTube. Like if you really want to see our faces,
Mhm.
you can watch it on YouTube. But if you listen to it on Spotify, and it's going to be on Apple and actually all the streams now, so coming soon.
Coming soon.
Okay, so let's get started with our love letters to our dear Thisters. I'll go first. Dear Thisters, so it's
Wait,
so hard. What?
you are the love experts.
We can't rip that off completely because
Oh,
that's what she says. Let's just do Dear Thisters.
okay, fine.
It's so hard to date in a small town in this time and age. Help. But I'm also okay. Any tips? So I think she wants to date, but she's okay not dating. I don't know what small town. I don't know if she's from our small town or your small town. Your town is really smaller, but um, I think I'm old school. Like I know people jump on the apps. I know it's worked for people, but I feel like you can't get the vibe unless you're right like in front of them. So I say go out, be social, hit up your little bars, your little with your
How do you
friends.
feel about meeting people at bars personally?
I feel like it works well for a lot of people. I feel like the alcohol lowers your inhibition, so I feel like people are more relaxed, to talk and like be themselves or be like the loose version of themselves. I think it's a great place to meet people. But I
I
also
have
think
mixed
don't go by
feelings about it.
yourself. Like go with your homies, go with your friends, so it's still a good time. Like you're not just out there fishing for someone, like you're out there having fun with your friends.
Okay, and the piece of advice that I'm going to give you, I'm going to ask you a question. Are you okay with moving? Because, for example, with me, I was like, I'm not going to marry anybody in my hometown. Like, because it's the same thing. We come from a small town, and I'm just like, no. So here we are, a couple miles away to another
Yeah,
small
4 hours.
town.
You went so far. You went so far, girl.
Well, that's why I'm like, are you
Um,
okay with moving? Because if you are, go
and
for
then
it.
another thing, I think it's good to go, like if you're into, I don't know, pickleball or whatever, like
Working out.
do those things. Yeah, the gym, do the things, look for people that have the same common interest because
That's
you
why
already
I'm
have.
saying, how do you feel about people meeting at bars? Because I have mixed feelings about it. I would rather meet my significant other in a hobby, like you just said. Like, I feel like it's just a healthier setting. I don't
I
know.
think both. I think both are good, but definitely Sasha's all up in my business. Definitely the interest you have, like try to find somebody there because you already instantly have something in common, and something you can do together. So that
Yeah.
would be my advice at small town. Where are you going?
Espérame.
Okay. I'll go on to the next one.
He's good. It's because
Dear
I thought he
Dear
was choking.
Thisters, my husband is wonderful. His mom, however, I've been struggling to set a limit. Like this is the most reoccurring. I think anytime I put a question box, it doesn't matter what the topic is. I think in-laws, especially mother-in-law, is the number. So girl, this is very normal. Like I feel like most people experience it.
Okay, I have a question for you though.
For
If
me
most
or
people
for
experience it, are
uh-huh.
we the drama or are the in-laws the drama?
I think it's just the dynamic. I think it's the dynamic of a mother with their son and you being like the new woman in his life. I think it's an event. I mean, and not in all cases, obviously there's exceptions, but I think in a lot of cases it's an issue. And I think the best thing you can do is early on, like set your boundaries, tell your husband what you want, what you need, what you don't like, what you do like, and it also has to do a lot with him because it's his mother and he's in control of how
What
much.
if the husband gets defensive?
Well, I mean that happens too as well, but I mean it's a conversation you have to have and you have to have early on. And the best thing is obviously if he has your back because you're his family now and you're his wife, and
It's
you just
such
have
a
to
hard
keep
conversation.
you just have to it's a hard conversation, but it's something you have to because you're the one that's going to give him children or gave him children. And something I learned in like marriage therapy is your family is your immediate family, your wife, your husband, and your kids. Obviously your parents, your siblings, all of that's important, but your family and your priority always has to be your wife or your husband and your kids. And above your kids, which is controversial, is your partner. It should even be above your kids because at the end of the day, your kids are going to start their own family and you're going to be left behind with your spouse. And if you don't
That's why I'm not
didn't
getting that close to Santi because I know that he's going to leave me on a
if you
primera
didn't
nana.
if you didn't prioritize them through the years, it's going to be difficult once you're looking at them face to face with the empty nest. So that's the best advice that I can give. What do you say?
Times two. Like, I agree. I agree. But I do feel like sometimes we are quick to blame our in-laws when nosotros también, you know?
Yeah,
That's
for
why I'm like,
sure.
I think it's both.
And it's hard to two families coming together. You were raised a certain way with your family and like it's hard to bring that together, but I think the only way to do it is obviously expressing exactly what you need and want and setting the boundaries with your in-laws early on because I
Yeah,
think if
because I
you
mean,
don't
there
do it.
are horror stories about in-laws.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
pero también
Well,
you can't have the same expectations with your in-laws as your personal parents.
oh no, definitely not. And I hate to say it, but the thing that's really true, and it might just be in our culture, is that when you have sons, they definitely are going to gravitate towards their wife's family. Like, I think it's the
100%.
law of the land. I'm not saying it's right, but for some reason it just works out like that. And I think too, as a mom, you have to be very realistic. I think the best thing to do when you have sons is be the best damn mother-in-law you can be. If you want to see your sons and their family and be close and not like stir the pot and not, like I think that's the best advice, is just to try to be the best, bite your tongue, be the best mother-in-law. Remember you in that situation with your husband and his family, and just do that, because that's the only way I think things are going to be smoothly. You're going to see your son, you're going to see your grandkids. What do you say? Times two?
Times two. I was gonna put you in the spotlight, but I'm not gonna do it.
Don't put me on the spot.
No.
I personally have a good relationship
I
with
was
my
gonna ask
mother-in-law.
you, do you like your mother-in-law?
I do. I mean, we're not super close, and I think that was a choice. It's not like we're on speed dial or anything, but I think early on we set our boundaries, and I think I have a healthy relationship with her. I think it took a while, to figure out our dynamic, but I feel like we're in a good place. I think she's a great mother, a good grandma. But it definitely was a process, and I definitely learned a lot. But I think, like I said early on, like I put la raya boundaries, and but I think it took a while, but I think we were good, and I really do like her, and there's a lot of respect, which I think is important
Yes,
overall.
all the
Liking,
time.
getting along. I think the respect thing is way more important than you guys being comadres and all of
For
that.
sure. For sure.
And I feel very respected. I feel very, very respected. So I give her the same respect.
That's
And
good.
she's great. Honestly, she was a great mom. And the reason that Ever's a good husband, I think is because of her.
That's
So
true.
I have to appreciate her.
Give credit.
Hmm.
And I mean, to think at the man, it's like you guys aren't in the same hometown.
Oh yeah, and we're a couple hours away, but I don't see her every day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next, you want to go next?
No, because I need to open it up. I wasn't ready, so you go ahead.
Okay, dear Thisters, what is some love advice you'd give your kids when they're older? Love you guys. Oh, thank you. We love you too. I would give my kids, first, I'll start with my daughter because I think it's different. I would give Elle the exact same advice my mom gave me when I was like, I mean, I wasn't her age when she started telling me, but when I was older, about a husband or being with somebody. She always told me this. She always said, I don't care who you marry, I don't care who you're with, I don't care where he comes from, what he has, what he doesn't. You need to look for somebody that loves the shit out of you, that's like obsessed with you, and that's a hard worker, because those two things, like, you can overcome anything, like any financial struggles, any whatever, as long as sea trabajador, like he's a hard worker, you'll figure it out. You'll never, no te va a faltar nada. And for him to be in love with you, like obsessed with you, because marriage is hard, things change, whatever. But those two things, she said, I know that you'll never be heartbroken. It'll work out. And I think I have that. And I don't know if I purposely looked for that, but that's definitely what I married. And I would tell Elle the same thing. Like, I don't care what job he has, whatever, as long as he's really hardworking and he just loves the shit out of you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. What advice would you give okay, and then my son obviously is to definitely respect. Hopefully, I'm really hoping, and I'm trying, and like, I really want to raise a son that's emotionally intelligent, that knows how to process his feelings, which is not easy because he's very stubborn, he's very whatever, but he's also
He's a Leo.
super empathetic and he's super sweet. So I think if I just keep telling him over and over again, like, I just think that, like, as having a son, I think them being emotionally intelligent is already putting them like front row of being a good husband or being a good partner, because I think a lot of men aren't. And I think it's not really their fault, because I think it was just different times, different cultures. But I let him cry. I never tell him, like, boys don't cry, none of that. Like, I let him cry, let him try to process his feelings. He's raised in a girls rule the world house, because my daughter is like feminist to like a fucking like fault. Like, it's bad. So I think him hearing all of that constantly, I'm thinking that he's learning some shit and picking up some shit where he really respects our struggle as women and sees how things aren't fair and how things could be better, you know? So I guess that would be my 2 cents on what would be your advice to your kids?
Uh,
Love advice.
my baby's so little, I can't think of love advice for him.
I feel like you're gonna be a very toxic mother-in-law. Like
I know.
I feel like you don't want to be and you're gonna try, but I feel like
That's
you
messed up for putting that in. No. No, I'm gonna be the best mother-in-law
you're
for
gonna fake the funk.
various reasons. Tampoco no quiero ser muy encimosa, try to be cool, but
Okay, maybe I took it too far. I think you're gonna be celosa. I think you're gonna be celosa, jealous when he starts to date. Like, let's say that. Like my guy.
I'm sure at the beginning, like all for sure, like a little bit mama bear, but at the beginning. I don't know. We won't know until I'm experiencing it, but I for sure don't want to be. I want to be a good mother-in-law for all those for a lot of reasons.
I think you are. I think you are. I think I took it too far, but I do think you're gonna be like celosa. I think you're gonna have
I
that
just
little.
I want no I want to be a good one because I want my son and my future children to look for me. I don't want que me saquen la vuelta.
Oh yeah, for sure. I always say that too. Like I want my kids to want to hang out with me when they're old, not feel like they have to like, oh, I got to spend time with mom or I got to go to mom's for Christmas. Like they genuinely like want to hang out. You know, they want to see us, they want to visit us. I don't want them to feel like they have to. That's why I think I want to have a life that is the life I want outside of being a mother. So in case they don't want to fucking hang out with me, like I'm not going to be sad, you know, like I'll have my other stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. Do you hear him?
Te habla.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go. Your turn.
Let me open it up. Aquí están. I have them. Why does it keep closing? But it's right. It's right here, right away. I have a couple good ones. Um,
Dear Thisters.
someone asked me a random thing and not give it. How's your laundry system? I need suggestions.
Oh my God. I have to do with love.
Okay, this one's a good one. It's a guy one. How to ask a lady out in 2025 with social media and all of the feminine and masculine toxicity today.
I think I got that one too. It might be the same person. Okay, read it one more time.
How to ask a lady out in 2025. Do you want me to finish it with social media and all of the feminine and masculine toxicity today?
Don't slide into her DMs. Like
No,
just
because
let's
there's mixed
start
feelings
there.
about it. Some people think you're a creep when you do that, and other people are like, "Ooh, like yeah, todo bien," but it's
I
mixed
might
feelings.
just be old and showing my age, but like if I was single and young, like I don't think I would ever go for somebody that just was like sliding into my DMs.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe started leaving me comments, maybe like that, but I think just the sliding into the DMs is I don't know. That just sounds like a booty call to me.
Mm-hmm. How to ask them out?
I think in person, I think you need to kind of know them already and be like, just use your words. I don't know. I feel like I'm just use your words.
How do you like make it happen where like you're constantly like seeing each other in person and stuff to get to that setting of asking them out?
I think you just use your words and say, hey, I'd like to take you out, or like, I'd like to get to know you. You want to have coffee, you want to have lunch, you want to do. I think honestly, the first date when you ask somebody out, whether it be a girl or a boy or whatever, is something non threatening, not intimate, like coffee, like something super simple. Like, I think you need to lead up to like a dinner date or something more intense. Like, I think to make people feel comfortable and get to know them, like something, a short date, a simple date, coffee date, I don't know, a quick like algo simple, because I think you can't throw somebody into like a candlelit dinner, you know, at like I think it's just too much.
I don't know. I can't speak for myself because my first date was a weekend out of town.
Yeah, you're a little hoe.
I see. Cállate. But back to like the asking out, like sliding into the DMs and stuff. Like I don't know, Linda, how I feel about it. Like you said, you're a little bit antigüita, but nowadays that's how most people meet. Like
Antigüita. I know, yeah.
that's
It
what
is weird
antigüita.
because I've been married for 16 years and I'm 41, so it's completely different. So yeah, let me get your young perspective.
Yeah, it's just that's how most people meet nowadays through apps, through DMs, through social media in general. So I mean, you can't just completely rule it out for people.
But I think that's why it's not working too, because we already know social media is fake. We already know people aren't usually their
Well,
authentic
they
self.
just use it as a tool to meet in person.
But
And
you're
then, yeah,
already
in person
attracted
to
to
figure out, oh, they're fake or they're not.
but that's the thing, like you're already attracted to somebody like 50-50. You don't know if that's really how they
We're not
are.
saying that they're attracted to them just because of their social media. Maybe they saw them in person and then they found them on the socials and messaged them.
Yeah. So how
They're
would you
using it
ask
as a
somebody?
tool.
Get back to the question. How would you ask somebody out?
How would you ask somebody out in 2025?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first, como like Linda said, like make sure you've seen them in person and that you do see, like you do feel a connection or chemistry in person rather than just online because, like she said, social media is fake. And then once, yeah, okay, like it passes the check marks once you vibe with them in person, then slide into their DMs.
Okay. What was the second half of that question? I feel like we only answered the
It
first.
just said with social media and all of the feminine and masculine toxicity today.
Yeah, which is both. Like I think toxic masculinity is a thing, but I also think feminine toxicity is a thing too, where we've taken it to the
Too far.
extreme, you know? So I think it's finding the balance, but I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question. You.
I found out my boyfriend has been flirting with other women who I thought were friends on social media. SM, social media. I found out let me repeat it again. I found out my boyfriend has been flirting with other women who I thought were friends on social media.
It's her boyfriend.
Yeah, BF.
Break up with him. That
Mm-hmm.
one's simple. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I have a zero tolerance to that. He's already not respecting you. You're not going to be able to trust him. If this relationship goes further, you're always going to remember he was flirting with your friends. Now, imagine him if he's flirting with people you know on social media that are like close proximity, then he obviously, how easy is it going to be for him to flirt with somebody that you're never going to find out and
And
know?
at the end of the
So,
day, I consider flirting cheating.
yeah, it's
Also,
emotional.
and then also like if you're always gonna be like on edge or thinking like, oh, he's talking to someone or you don't feel confident anymore in the relationship, why go through the headache?
Yeah, you're already starting off on the wrong foot, and like even if it goes somewhere, you're always gonna have that. I don't know. That's why that one's simple. Like just break up with them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of fish in the sea that
And that's
will
where
respect you.
and that's what I was just about to say. Like people sometimes think they need to stay in a relationship because they're comfortable or because they think that they're not going to find somebody else and they don't want to be alone. That's not true. There's
No,
lots of
yeah.
fish in the sea.
There's somebody for everybody, and if it doesn't work out, there's somebody else. There's lots of fish in the sea, and I think respect is like the number one thing in a relationship, and you not being insecure, and if you don't have that trust, like you're already set up for failure. Like it's just not going to work out. You're honestly wasting your time. So that one's easy. Dump
Next
him.
one.
We
Dear
need a sign. Dump him.
Dear Thisters, how do you rebuild confidence after being fired from a job you loved and were good at?
I don't think that has to do with love, but
Yeah, but yeah, self love.
self. Oh yeah, true.
First of all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you lost your job and you loved it and or passionate about it. Second, they didn't appreciate you or value your work. So
Why would you want
if
to
you're
work
good
there?
at it, if you're saying you're good at it and you love it, you're gonna find another position in the same thing soon. So
And
tú
also
tranquila.
don't take it personal as somebody that has a big practice and like manages a lot of people. Like don't take it personal. Sometimes it's just straight it's business. Business is business, and you might have gotten fired for other reasons that have nothing to do with your worth, have nothing to do with your capabilities and what you're bringing to the company. Like you just don't know. So don't take it personal. That would be my advice. Don't It has nothing if you feel like you were doing the best to your abilities, then don't take it personal. You'll find somewhere that appreciates your talents and your efforts. And it could have been a million things that don't have to do with your actual work.
Mm-hmm.
So brush it off, pick yourself up, chin
And
up,
on to the
and
next one.
on to the next one. And change is good. Change is good.
Growing pains.
Exactly. You know what I've noticed on the Stupid podcast? How much I scratch my nose. I mean, I have the worst allergies and it's always like nasally, but like I'm constantly scratching my nose. Have you noticed that?
What does that mean in body language?
That I have allergies? It's
No,
just
but like for example, with me, I can tell when like I do certain like motions, like I rub my ear. What else
well,
do I
yo
do?
también. I play with my hair and stuff, but the nose thing is for sure just allergy. And I always have mocos in pictures. Like zoom into any of my photos, there's
Andas
always a
mocosa.
freaking moco. It doesn't
It's
help that
because
my
you know
nose
why?
hairs
Because you
are long.
shaved all those fucking hairs out of your
No, but they're
nostrils.
back. When I shaved them, I wouldn't get the mocos, but when the
Um,
nose hairs are long, they like stick to my. I need to go get them waxed again.
oh God, I reminded you, dear
Okay.
sisters. My little sister is immature, rude, and selfish. How can I improve our relationship if I don't like who she is as a person? Like she's even rude to my parents.
It could be an age thing. Like, honestly, I feel like sometimes when I don't know how old she is. So, if she's young, I feel like they're getting to know who they are as people. And I've been reading a lot about this because obviously I have a daughter that's coming of age, but like sometimes it's nothing to do with you. So, don't take it personal. I don't know. But if she's older, then I
Someone's
would
at my door. Give me 1 second. Go
okay.
ahead.
I think if she's older, then definitely have an honest conversation about how and why she acts like this and why she's treating the people around her because there might be something deeper going on. She might be going through a silent struggle that you know nothing about. And I think when people act that way, it doesn't have to do, most of the time, it has nothing to do with the person they're lashing out at. Usually it's something like internal, something they're going through, something, trauma, something they're hung up on. So maybe tell her, like, in a good
Chill.
place, in a good way, like, hey, what's going on? Like, you're acting like this and this, like you're treating our parents like this. It's not fair. Is there something that's going on in your life? Or you whatever? Because it might just be something that they're going
An
through that you know
episode.
nothing about. Or she's just a bitch. I mean, some people are just fucking,
That's hard because
some people
we
just suck.
we we don't relate. No, it's
There's
hard. Like it's crazy to me when I hear families how like, well, I haven't talked to my sister in ages. Like it makes me sad because it's just like I can't imagine not talking to my sister in ages. But I get it. Like sometimes, like how does that phrase go? Like blood runs. How does it go? Blood runs thinner, finer. I'm gonna murder
I
it.
don't know which one you're saying. Blood is thicker than water.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, I
but
mean it is, but sometimes, but
it don't
family's
mean anything.
toxic too. If you have a toxic family member, just because they're your blood doesn't mean that you owe them loyalty. I'm like loyal as fuck to my family, but because my family no me hace daño. But if your family, you have family members that genuinely hurt you, I should shut the fuck up because I'm thinking about my grandma right now, and that's as toxic as it. I just swallowed my tongue. I just swallowed it.
It's
But
hard.
in my circumstance, she's old. She needs me. She wasn't always like this.
That's you. That's you convincing yourself.
She has severe mental illness. But yeah, just because they're family doesn't mean they have a right to treat you a certain way. And if it's unhealthy, then you should cut them off. And one day I'll
My
take my own advice.
my advice to you is if you love her and if you still have like the patience and you see hope in her, then keep constantly talking to her, working on her and stuff. But if you see that there's no good,
And
she's
if
not
she
going to change.
wasn't, and if she wasn't always like this, like she wasn't always like this, and this is new, then definitely something's going on, and you need to have a conversation with her. But if she was always like this, as far as you can remember, then it's just her personality, and you might need to set some boundaries.
Hmm. And then I just have one more, and it's not even a question. It says, "Haz tu podcast en español."
I mean, we could do an episode in Espanol, but I don't think I could say it
100%
in
español.
English and then say it in Spanish. This is a
I do
Spanglish.
Spanglish,
This is a Spanglish podcast, but we
but
could
we can try
definitely
to do
do
one. Uh huh.
an episode. It's weird because I feel very like my Spanish is good and read and write, but when I'm put on the spot, my posha, like, it comes out to like 100%.
No
Like
pasa nada.
anytime I remember when I had to do that commercial for the bank, I didn't know it was in Spanish. I thought it was in English for my local bank. And then I get there and they give me the script and it's in English. And then they tell me, oh, can you translate it to Spanish because you're going to do it in Spanish? And I turned into like a no sabo kid, like immediately no sabo kid. And I, to this day, I don't know if it's still airing, but I never listened to it. If it would come on the radio, I would switch the radio because I was so embarrassed at how Bosha I sounded. But
That's
yeah,
funny.
but I can try. We can try to do a Spanish one.
Okay, what would the topic be?
Um, Mexican legends, La Llorona, El Cucuy, El Chupacabras.
Okay, I'm writing that one down.
Write that down. Okay, I'll go next. I don't have many left. Dear Thisters. Oh, it just was a comment. Linda predicted I would get a ring and I did. Thank you, Thister. Planning my wedding in Mexicali, April 2006. You should come. Well, congratulations.
Do you
I
know who
had
it
to.
is?
No, I do have a witch gene, definitely. But I'm happy for you.
Words
I
of
love.
advice that I'm going to give you as you're planning your wedding: enjoy
Oh
the
yeah,
process. Enjoy the process. Don't stress out about it because you're like, I have a pinchy, like, I don't know what it is, a fly or a mosquito that's in my face. Anyhow, enjoy the process because you're only going to have this like once in a lifetime opportunity. So enjoy it. Don't stress out, and it's going to be a beautiful day.
yeah. Enjoy the day because all that process, all that planning, all that money leads down to like one day. So try to take it all in, make memories, enjoy it. Whatever happened, happened. Whatever didn't pan out, like let it go. Nobody else gonna notice except you. Um, and just make it about you and your husband and the people you love, celebrating your relationship and your marriage and your love. And no, at the end of the day, when you go to a wedding, nadie se acuerda, nobody remembers the centros de mesa, the flowers, the recuerdos. Like they just remember the vibe and if they had a
Have a
good
good time.
time. And I love weddings. Like I think they're romantic. Like, they remember the love. So just focus on that and your dress. It's very important. Speaking of weddings, I have something to say that has nothing to do with love or whatever, but I have a little like thing that bothers me. So I love weddings. I love getting dressed up. I love formal events. And I hate it when people say, don't outdo the bride. I feel like there's no way you can outdo the bride. The bride is the bride, and it's all about her, and it's her day. But if you look good, or you feel like, why I would want my wedding, like I did get married, like I want my wedding guests to go all out and dress to the T's and makeup glam. Like I would love that. Like I'd love to see them like full on. Like it's not going to take away from me
I want to
that
know how many people told you to bájale 5 rayas with,
I'm not, like, I would say like a handful over the years. Like when I go to weddings, they're like, "Oh, I can't believe you wore that." One, Mexican weddings
but you
are
want to know
different.
why? It's because it's their own insecurity.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're projecting for sure. That's why I don't take it personal. And it was never a thought in my head until like people would tell me over the years, like at different occasions, different weddings. And I'm like, how is this? I mean, I understand not wearing white to a wedding or not wearing a veil, but I don't know. I'd want my wedding guests to go all out and everybody to look their best. And I don't know. I feel like there's no way you can take the bride is the bride no matter what you have on. And the day is about her a little more than the groom, but it is about both of them, and that's it. Like wear whatever makes you feel good. I don't feel like anything you can't take away. I don't know. Your inner shine is your inner shine. But
Somebody asked me to be in their court so I wouldn't wear whatever I wanted to wear.
oh yeah, that was a story too. Yeah,
Mhm.
somebody wanted her to be in the court just so that she would have to wear the bridesmaid dress and not what she really wanted to wear.
Yeah.
Well, I was
It's
also that also kind of happened to me too, where they wanted me to be in the court, but so everybody got to just pick a color, but she wanted to see my dress and she wanted to approve it and she wanted to, like, it was such a thing that I was like so turned off. I'm like, it's a black dress, like I haven't found it, but like, why do you want to, like? And she's like, I don't know, but it speaks about. Hi, Santi. For those that are just listening, there's Santi. He's wasn't so when we started this podcast, I said Santi's never gonna be on it. And I don't know how Santi ends up on every episode.
Well, he's like, he says enough chisme. Yeah. Wrap it up. I want my mom back.
Well,
He has a lot to say right now.
I have no question. Do you have any more? Do you have
No.
any more questions?
I
You
know.
just want to wrap it up because your son's had enough. Santi, you have anything to
Any
say?
love advice you want to give?
No, he said get that out of my face. Okay, well, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you for those that wrote letters. We didn't even leave it up 24 hours. We should have left it up longer next time. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you for all the support. Santi, shush.
That's his love advice. Gibberish.
Okay. Bye, bitch.
Bye. Did you end it?